a great strategy for collecting would maybe be this. So one, you have a retail side to everything, right? So you have
Yeah.
the storefronts, you have the dealers, you have the big collectors that do a
Yeah.
collect to sell. So
Yeah.
in that dealer realm, I would probably call that retail,
Yeah.
right? So that's the retail side
And
of
the big retails, like
collecting.
sort of like Fanatics and some
Yep,
of those
yep,
big companies.
great,
But
great point.
the collectors, a lot of the collectors, they buy from the stores that like, oh, he's asking 100. Hey, we take 80. Okay.
Sure.
That kind of
Or
shows,
Or
you
even the
know,
people coming in, yeah, people
yeah.
coming into the store and just,
The
you know,
retail is kind of a lock hard, blah, blah, blah. And, you're, as a collector, you're looking for,
so
the
what,
deals,
yeah, so what would be, so if I'm a collector and you go to that retail side and you say, okay, when a collector goes to retail to find stuff, they're typically, in my opinion, banking that the item that they're buying is
is
going
going
to
to go.
increase in value.
So that player is
So,
super
so
hot.
yeah, so paying retail for this asset is more of a game of value increase in the future
Right.
rather than because you can't really buy something at retail and then turn around and flip it for a
Right.
substantial
Right.
increase
Unless that
because
person,
screwed up on value or something. Yeah,
unless the market's limited. So like, he's bought out or she is bought out or, or that kind of thing. That's, so you got that.
yeah,
And then the market is kicking butt. They're just, it's unconscious. Like somebody used to say, like in the 80s, you can almost draw a picture of a player and get $100
sure.
for it. And they were selling that well. You know what I
But
mean? So,
but if I walk into a memorabilia store
mhm,
and I buy something from one of their cases or off the wall or
mhm.
whatever, and I buy something, I probably can't walk out of that store, go list it online, and make any money on it
Depends. It depends on how much, if you got a great deal,
if you get it.
and that's where you know your market,
Sure,
and in the cost value and the value and that
sure.
kind of thing, and kind of what is going on with that product. Sometimes you can just get a good deal. For some reason, they've lost their mind and they give you a smoking
Sure.
deal. You
So
go and put it on eBay and
I
make
think
two
sometimes
hundred dollars.
you can. I take my opinion with collecting on a retail side, like or going to a retail store if I'm a collector
Mm,
personally, is playing it more like I would play the stock market because the stock market you're gonna pay retail for your
mm.
stock. Period. There's not like getting a great deal on a
Right, right,
stock. This is the price. This is the
yeah,
market. And when you buy that stock, it's because you're anticipating that the cost or the value of that stock is going to increase, right? And so if
yeah,
I think Tesla is going to take off in a couple years,
yeah,
then I will buy as much Tesla stock as I can in anticipation for that, right?
right.
If I think that this player or this team or this type of collectible, even if it's not sports and it's this stamps are going to take off or
Right,
Beanie Babies are going to have a resurgence,
right.
whatever
You heard through the grapevine,
then
maybe too.
then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can go to the retail side, to the stores, to
Hmm.
the dealers, pay retail prices because you're not flipping it right then and there.
Right,
You're buying in anticipation for a value increase.
right.
Is what you're hoping for. On on a different side though is non-retail, right?
Yeah,
Because when you buy retail, you're paying retail.
right.
At least that opinion of retail at that moment in time. But then you have the other side part, which is buying from another collector or
Yeah,
buying from somebody that used to collect or somebody that is more disconnected
sure.
from
The
the
main
collect
retail
yeah
full price, yeah, which is our auctions.
the and 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 I am 100% right because now it's like, okay, you know how to go find stores, you know how to go find dealers because they're usually kind of waving their hands around saying, "Hey, I got this shit for sale,
Yeah, yeah,
go
yeah,
buy it,"
yeah,
and so you can go find the retail
sure.
guys. Finding the non-retail guys, the collectors or the private collections or the stuff that falls through the
Or like the
cracks.
lady that has her parents' stuff, and they paid storage on
Goodwill.
it forever.
Uh,
Goodwill. Oh, I'm
like
telling you,
how many people just clean out a
you wouldn't
closet,
believe
take
this.
shit down to
Some of the
Goodwill and
find.
don't 100%. So
Yeah,
that's kind of that other aspect I see of the collecting. It's like, okay,
and
non
that's kind of the fun, the
non
search.
the search, right?
Yeah,
And so then you're like, okay, now you got to go hunt your deals. And I think that that part has some it's fun and has some ways to go about it. And I think one way is just a better way of finding memorabilia to buy.
Yeah,
And that's,
I think so
one
too.
reason that we built, Memorabidia.com is because if you could just have one place that everybody who has memorabilia to sell can at least just list it on there, just to tell people about it, and buyers have one focal point to go
Yeah,
and find some stuff. I think that's that, first goal is I don't want to have to go to 50 Goodwills and 30 different estate sales and,
yeah,
all these other different places. If I could just go to one place and find those
find the answers.
non-retail
Yep,
dealers, that'd be
yep.
great.